Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jackie and I love to do hauls, some makeup looks, some fashion inspo, some car vlogs. If that's something you'd be interested, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, join the fam. Everybody else, thank you so much for coming back. So I'm gonna cut into this look. This is my spring, summer, everyday kind of look. And the sun is out. It feels so nice, even though it is 49 degrees. We're going to cut into this look, and then we're going to head to Walmart. I'm driving to Walmart while you watch this part of the video. I wanted to show you guys a couple of pieces I picked up. It's only like 3 or 4 pieces, so it wasn't enough to do like a whole haul, you know. So let's cut into that, and then I'll meet you at Walmart. So okay, so I started getting ready and I figured I would chit chat with you because I wanted to show you guys a few things that I picked up. And I don't know if you could see, maybe on this side, I've already switched out a lot of my spring and summer stuff. And then yesterday we ended up getting a little snow. Like, so I don't know. I don't know what is going on. So I'm just gonna chit chat with you. I'm watching Liz. She's got her TJ Maxx and Marshalls Vámonos shopping. And I was at TJ Maxx yesterday during lunch. I just ran in real quick just to see. Actually, I feel like the soap, it's called the pink stuff, something like that, detergent, is so good. So even though, like, you know how in the winter when you, well, not in the winter, you know, like around fall when you start packing up your summer stuff, you wash everything and pack it up, but when you go to take it out, it still has like some of it has like that stored smell, like it's been stored. So I put it into wash and I can smell the soap. Like, it's so nice, so nice. So when I ran in, I was like, if I don't see anything, I'm gonna look for the soap. I didn't find the soap either, so I don't even know. Like, I don't know what that was about. So I've been doing this thing where I'm only putting foundation like here, which is where a lot of my redness is, and then leaving the rest. But I'm still gonna add like bronzer and blush underneath. So I've also been looking for this. This is the Sister Duo. It's like bronzer on one end, highlight on the other. I don't really use the highlight because I don't really see that it does anything. Like if I try to scope with it under the skin, like I don't really notice it, but I feel like maybe in the summer I'm gonna like it just to give myself a little bit of something. But for now, we're just gonna go in this way. So I was at VIM, I think a week or so ago, and I had told you guys I picked up the Adidas. These are the Adidas that I picked up. They do have like a fur something inside, and love. They give me like I said, like that old school Run DMC look, and this color reminds me of like the Tims, but I feel like they look so good with something like this. You know, if I wanted to do denim, if I wanted to do joggers, like they were so comfortable. They were so good. So I picked that up. And then I forgot to show you guys the orange hat. I should like walk and talk. So I got those, which I've worn them once, but I've Love the look. It kind of gives me that I know what I'm gonna do come the summer when I go to style it in the summer. So I'm doing like a S so that it gives me like a look. You probably like, I don't see that, girl. Yes, yes, you do. So yesterday I went to Plato's Closet, and Plato's Closet is kind of like a Goodwill, but I find them to be a little expensive. Like, I get it, a lot of the stuff does have labels and stuff on it, but I just feel like it was a little expensive. I don't want to mess up the hat, but going back to VIM, this is the orange hat that I picked up. It's not, it doesn't have the snapback, but it is stretchy, and it's this beautiful orange. So I kind of feel like I'm on an orange kick, because when I went to Burlington, I told you guys I ended up picking up the Jordans that I found. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. So as soon as I saw them, I remembered that I had picked up this hat. So I got, you know, these orange Jordans, which I thought was like to go. Well, because I had the hat, I feel like it sealed the deal. So I got this. So this and those sneakers are from VIM. This is from Burlington. Put that over there. From Burlington. And you know, I didn't really find a lot of stuff when I went to Burlington compared to the stuff that Liz has been showing. Like, I don't know. My stores have been dry. Like, dry. And sometimes I'm like, oh, they got something new. Oh, they got this. Oh, they got that. But no, they don't. They ain't got nothing new. I'm looking at Liz, and she's got like all this skincare, all this stuff in her TJ Maxx. I'm on the hunt for the that Korean skincare that Liz shows. I picked up the pink one a while back, and it finished, and I haven't seen it since then. But I'm on the hunt for that. You know, I picked up one of the, I think it's the Nivea Mousse or something like that. The Nivea Mousse, and it's nice, but I don't feel like my face is as moisturized as like when I use, you know, that one. I'm going in with the bronzer that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to do it like that. I know what you're thinking. What the hell? This is a quick something because I'm really not in the mood to do makeup. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the Airspun to seal it. What was I telling you before? I wanted to show you, my eyes are watering. I wanted to show you the I'm gonna seal it all. I wanted to show you guys the stuff that I picked up because, you know, it wasn't a lot. And when we went to Burlington, I had high hopes that I was gonna find a lot, and I didn't. I just found those sneakers. But yesterday I went to Plato's Closet, and when I go to Plato's Closet, I don't really look at the clothing. I kind of just look at the bags. They have a nice setup with the sizes and stuff, but I kind of feel like I'm gonna go with this Almay that I picked up. I kind of feel like it's very tight, you know, very, very tight the way they pack the clothes in. So I wasn't really in the mood to dig for clothes. And something about the way that they have their clothes, I don't like. So I looked at the bags. I went through the bags and I found this bag. Looks like this. Again, orange, and it's quilted. When I opened it, I saw it's from Primark. It's pretty spacious. You know, you can put your phone, your card, and go. It's not really to pack with stuff. This was $6. It does have the crossbody, and I kind of felt like if I wore this with the sneakers, with the Jordans, a nice hat, you know, denim, a loose top, kind of like casual chic kind of thing, I could do that, or I can just wear it with a nice pretty maxi dress or something. So I kind of thought this quilted orange bag was so nice, and it looks pretty new. Like, it looks like they probably used it once or twice, maybe didn't like how bulky and, you know, quilted it looks, but I thought it was so nice. And I know that this is not probably gonna be what we're wearing this summer, but I need that color in my life. I did move the room around a little. I was telling you guys I wanted to get that piece that Vanessa was telling me about. That ain't gonna fit in here, so I just picked up this, and I've already bring out like my summer blazers, the tops and the pants. I've shifted. I still have some sets, like maxi sets and stuff. I think I'm gonna take my jeans and put them in the other room and bring out more of like shorts and stuff, but I'm gonna do that later because I feel like I did jump the gun, and you know, it just ain't gonna happen. So I'm going in with this Tokyo palette. I just want to do something bright because when I walk in here, I feel like spring, summer, even though it ain't, but that's how I'm feeling. I'm going in with this orange color here. And this is a powder, so we're gonna do a brush. So they had a lot of bags in they had a lot of bags in the Plato's Closet. I don't know why I find that difficult to say. In the Plato's Closet, and there was a lot of people bringing in like stuff that they've already had, so I know I'm not the only one doing the switch. So I saw that bag and I was like, okay. And it was the first thing I spotted as soon as I walked in. I did notice they had some sandals out and stuff. So I was walking around and I saw like a snake skin. But even though it was a sandal, it kind of gave me like fall vibes, not really spring and summer. And it was just like a little heel with just the front peep toe booty kind of look. And I was like, I don't know. They did have a lot of bags, a whole selection, but nothing that I was like, I need you in my life, except for this. And I got these because I don't want to get makeup on it. They look like this. They have like that knotted front. This is from LifeStride, which is kind of like that soft, cushiony material. Looks like this. And it's not too high. So I saw it and it's in a nice summer yellow. This would go nice with my bag, or even something like this, you know, if I want to do a little color. So I was like, you know, I tried it on. I had my socks on, but I felt like if it fit comfortable with my socks, once I take off my socks and wear them, they'll be fine, because you know how in the summer your feet swell, so it'll be fine. So I was like, let me get it. This was $14, but you could see that they're new. There are no toe marks or anything. The bottom of it looks, you know. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather pay that than $29.99 or whatever it is. So I got that. And then I also picked up some white shoelaces. They had a pair of like this color, and they had like a greenish color. But I was like, I don't think I want that. So I didn't get it. But there was a lot of people coming in with crates full of stuff that they wanted to sell, because Plato's Closet, they will buy your stuff. They're very selective of what they buy, but they will buy your stuff. I'm going in with the sponge, and I'm going in with this color because it's kind of glittery, shimmery kind of. So I'm not going to use the brush. And I think that looks nice. I think I need something darker on the end though. So they had a lot of nice stuff. They got a lot of stuff. Even like when I went to TJ Maxx, they had a lot of pastel colors, which I think is what's gonna be in for this summer, is like that pastel. I'm not really a fan of pastel colors, but I don't know. I guess it's okay, but I'm not really a fan of it. So it doesn't, you know, pastels, they don't really pop. They're not like, they're very soft, and I don't always like soft, you know. But I've been seeing a lot of like pastels. Like I saw like a pastel green, even though it was a denim looking bag, in a pastel. I was like, but I don't know. I haven't really been liking what I'm seeing, as far as like handbags and stuff. But yeah, so I ended up finding those sneakers in VIM, and then the Jordans I got at Burlington, and then I got this in Plato's Closet, and they were all super great deals. Like the beige Adidas were $29. Where are you gonna find some Adidas for $29? Like, I think I'm going in with this blue here on the bottom. Again, I want a summery look. And going into summer, this is my thing. Like, I love to do, you know, Usually I do yellow in the front, but hey, I think I want to switch it up with the orange. But yes, usually these are the kind of looks that I do in the summer. So I'm already feeling like summer is here. But yeah, I'm gonna go in with brown. I was gonna do black, but I'm gonna do brown. This is one of those big jumbo pens that I got from Temu. It's really nice, but it makes my lashes stick together for some reason. Like that. I'm gonna take this brow pencil and just do the front a little. Just like that. I think I'm gonna do a wing liner. I'm gonna go in with the brown LA Girl liner, nice and sharp, and just do a tail. I feel like this tail looks a little funny compared to this one, but we're gonna leave it because if I start messing with it, it's a wrap. So I think that is all I'm going to do. Let me know. You know, I haven't had the best luck inside the stores, but I've been on Shein and Temu looking at jewelry. I got some more sunglasses. I feel like I'm on a sunglass kick because I don't know, I feel like they complete my looks. And I just want to pick up a few more that are just tinted, not really for the sun, but for the look. I'm gonna go in with this little highlighter blush because I just want a little bit of something. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this blush because it's more of that rosy kind of color. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna do my brows and then I'll do mascara. You guys already seen me do stuff like that, so this is pretty much the eye look per se. We'll catch up in the car. I just wanted to show you guys the stuff that I've picked up lately because it's really not hauls, like for a haul. It's just the shoes, the bag, 2 other shoes. Like it ain't like a haul. So yeah, let me know if you've started picking up anything for spring and summer, if you've already done your switch. If you like, girl, what the hell, let me know. We'll catch up in the car. All right, so I'm heading to work. I was in there for a little over half an hour. Actually maybe almost an hour, but Con Dios y la Virgen. I didn't really see much. I did pick up a few things, but nothing. Like, I'm gonna add some clips because I walked in and I saw in the men's department they had like this beautiful orange Reebok shirt that it was so soft. It's kind of like that, you know, when you're out walking or jogging, it breathes. And I thought it'd be nice with, you know, biker shorts in the summer, or even now when I'm out walking and I don't want to be too, you know, I don't know. But then I was like, Jack, you got the orange sneakers, you got the orange purse, you got the orange hat, enough for the orange, because I do have orange pieces, but I was like, that's a nice material stuff. So, but I left it, and I'm still thinking about it, so I might go back for it, but it's not like a must-have, you know. Then I was looking through the dresses. They had some pretty dresses, but they're kind of like the same stuff that was out last year. You know, I noticed a lot of knitted stuff, like that crochet look, you know. And I saw they had, it looked like a beach cover-up, but I think it was just a regular dress, and it was crocheted. And then I went towards the pajamas, and I saw a couple of nice little silky pajamas, you know, that once it gets hotter would be nice. Not right now because, you know, it's freezing still. But I did see these joggers, and they were strawberry shortcake. I thought of Liz as soon as I saw it. They had the hoodie and this pants, which is nice for now when you want still to be a little covered up. So pretty, so pretty. But that just ain't me. But I thought of Liz when I saw it. Then I went through the underwear section, and you know, I had picked up a pair of Joy Spun a while back, and I love how they feel and all, but they're just a little below my belly. Oh, really stupid. So then I saw they had these, which are 6-pair seamless high cut briefs. They look like that, and I want them high, you know, for the fupa, but I don't want them digging in my thighs. You know, I don't like that line. So these are high cut. Hopefully they work. And then I picked up 2 basic tanks, a yellow and a green. It's more of like a cantaloupe color, which again, I think it might be fine with my sneakers. They just look like this. And this is from No Boundaries. They were $3.98. So I got 2. I wanted to get white, black, blue, yellow, red, and I was like, Jack. So I only got those 2 colors. And these I can wear under my blouses. You know, I have a lot of florals that are kind of sheer, and they're the orange and the light blue would be nice under it. So I went with those 2. I should have got a white and a black just to freshen up my whites and blacks, because you know, a lot of the times I start getting dressed and I've already done my makeup, so I get like that line from my makeup on the white tops, even though I try like covering myself. But I think with the white I need like a V-neck that I can just be like, you know. But I don't really see nothing. Like, it looks nice what they've done. They've changed it around and all that, but I don't really see nothing that I liked. I'm gonna add some pictures and some clips of the stuff in case I forget. But I don't know. I was like, you know, the underwears, it's nice to switch them out from time to time, because you know, I throw everything into the dryer, and then it starts to, you know, the little stretchy stuff starts popping out and whatever. But I didn't really need it. And again, sometimes I feel the need to leave with something. That's why I got the tank top. I'm gonna use them, but I didn't really see anything. And I went into Walmart specifically because I've been seeing a lot of people hauling from Walmart, and they've been hauling these like barrel looking jeans. They're borderline boot cut barrel, and I didn't really see anything like that. They are still under construction. Like, they've got a lot of sections covered up with the plastic, like they're moving stuff around, but I didn't really see much. And I told you guys that I wanted to do like in the stores. I went to Target the other day just to see. I know a lot of people stop calling Target because of the stuff, but again, those prices in there are a little bit like, come on. So I didn't get nothing in the Target. I went to Burlington. I didn't really see nothing except for the sneakers. I went into TJ Maxx. I went into Marshall. I didn't really see anything. So I know I said I wasn't gonna buy clothes, but I think I'm going back to Shein and Temu. I've been buying a lot of jewelry because I want to spruce up my jewelry, and my sunglasses. I got like 5 or 6 sunglasses coming in that I can't wait to throw on. And a couple of jewelry pieces. I bought my sister more clip-ons. It's very difficult for her to find clip-on earrings when she goes out. So I got her, I think, like 7 pair. Hopefully she likes them because, our tastes are a little different. But you know how you see something and you're like, oh, Marilyn would love that. Or she'll see something and be like, oh, this is Jackie all the way. I could see that stuff. So hopefully she likes the jewelry when it comes in. Then she asked me for 2 tops with these big ass flowers, and then those plastic cups that she wanted. They look like little buckets, but they're for, making drinks and taking it on the go, which is on the way. I ain't gonna lie, last night I jumped on to Shein just to look at a couple of nails. I can't find the glue, and I hope I didn't drop it because I had it in my bag in case one of the nails got loose, and I can't find it. So I placed an order for another one, and I haven't done my nails, and I got like 3 packs the other day, and I have like another 5 on the way, but I gotta check because I switched out my bag. Maybe I left it in the pocket of the other bag, but yeah, so I got some of that stuff on the way. I did add a few clothing pieces to my Shein bag. Some of it is blouses. I'm gonna need it for work, but still I'm gonna wear it on my days off. So this shirt is from Shein. I picked this up, I think, last year, and I love the balloon sleeves and all, but I'm looking for the same concept, except I want softer, silkier material. I want it to just hang. I don't want to hear the, sometimes it's nice because you can keep that pillowy look as your look, but I feel like going into the summer, I'm gonna want something silky, flowy, and that's the kind of tops that I have in my basket. One of them I'm not sure about because the image looks silky, but it says no stretch and whatever, so I don't know if it's gonna be like this, even though this is light, but it's still not silky, So I got a couple of things in my basket. I haven't hit the purchase. I was itching to do it yesterday because I got a couple of tops. I got 1 palazzo pants and 1 palazzo pants, and I think a hair scarf, like a silk scarf. Or is that in Temu? I don't remember. But I'm trying to hold off and go in stores and see what they got, and but I haven't really seen nothing that I like. And the prices, I'm like, girl, please, I'm not paying that. No, I don't think so. So I don't know. Oh snap, I needed to go to the bank. Let me turn around and go back. So I'm kind of like, I don't know.